Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. Super excited. TGIM. The Growth Includes Monday out here in Miami, getting a little bit of value, getting some education from the one percenters so we can go out and bring this blueprint right back home. As you can see, we've got a phenomenal topic for today. We're going to be talking a little bit about getting out of the quote unquote comfort zone. So before we go ahead and dive in, as always, it doesn't matter where we're at, anywhere, anytime, whenever we start these calls, I love to start it off with gratitude, because I've been able to realize over the years, gratitude is the key, right? There's a reason why the secret is the feeling. So being able to feel these penthouses, being able to feel the beach as if it's already happened. Shane and Talina, what is going on, family? So excited to see you. I'm grateful for God, family. I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for the dream team. I'm thankful for the family. I'm grateful for all of the lessons we're getting. I'm grateful for the value. I'm so thankful for the timing and positioning that we're in right here, right now. It's funny, I was actually talking about it last night, right? Real estate is all about location, right? Between this penthouse and this one, they could be the exact same structure, but one might have a complete view and the other one doesn't, right? So the location is everything. But you see, when it comes to business is all about timing, right? To be able to catch the window of an opportunity, right? Some of the greats say there's 5 to 12 opportunities in our lifetime to be able to go ahead and take advantage, and these can completely transform our lives, not just for the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years, but to literally touch the generations to come. So family, I'm excited, I'm fired up. Let me see, Shane and Talina, let's go. Beyond grateful for the skill sets, for the abundance flowing into each and all of us. Views for days. Lady Boss Nikki, Deanne, John, what is going on? Michael, it's great to see you, family. So let's go ahead and get into my topic for today. My topic, family, we're going to be talking a little bit about, okay, let me get this set up right quick, okay. We're going to be talking a little bit about the comfort zone. Okay, and I'm gonna give you guys 4 zones. We got this training last night, but I know just hearing this training, this was the perfect thing for all of us. Even myself going through that training, I needed that, because I know right now, all of us, drop a 2 down below. Let me ask this question, drop a 2 down below if you believe that there's more inside of the tank right now. If there's more that we can do, if there's more action that we can take, if we can be a little bit more intentional throughout the days, drop a 2 down below if you believe that's so. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a 2 down below for myself, because I know without a shadow of a doubt there's absolutely more still left in the tank, right? So here's the difference, right? If we know we can do more, we can absolutely become more. So this is huge, right? I don't know if I can drop my 2s on the phone, I'm sorry, family, but so this is big. So going through the 4 zones, okay, there's 4 zones when it comes to success. Okay, if you have your piece of paper, go ahead and draw 4 circles. And I'm going to talk about the first zone is the comfort zone. Okay, when any of us come into entrepreneurship, when we start out doing something that's new, a lot of the times things are very scary, right? It's scary to public speak. It was scary for me to trade. It was scary for me to go out and talk to people that I've never met before. It's funny, I actually just met somebody in the elevator just now. His name is Dylan Morris. Okay, this guy's literally made millions of dollars with crypto. He's been staying in this place for the past 3 months. He travels the world. He picks top penthouses to go and travel for 90 days at a time, and that's how he lives his life. You see, family, when you start getting around a different circle, a different neighborhood, and start getting around different conversations, you start to realize how abundant life really is. I'm over here listening to these people that are traveling. It's Monday, they're going to the pool. They're all working out. Why? Because they've learned how to go ahead and maximize their time and step out of their comfort zone. You see, I noticed years ago, comfort zone is a beautiful place, family, but nothing ever goes there. So I knew I needed to take action in order to get out of the situation that I was in. I was 30K in debt. I had no job. I was living out of my car. So think about whatever scenario that you guys might be going through right now and ask yourself, is there a way? The answer is always absolutely yes. Most of the time, it's never a lack of resources, right? Tony Robbins said it best. He said it's never a lack of resources. Most of the time, it's a lack of being resourceful. You see, I always thought I needed that camera to make the best content. I need to travel in luxurious places to build my brain and build my business. Well, at the beginning, guess what I did? Just like what I did right here, I'm still doing the basics. I would find a wall. I would find somewhere to set my phone up, and I would go out and I would take the content. I would make the video, even when I was living out of my car, because I couldn't wait for everything to go out and be perfect to go out and take the action. I had to just go out and do it. So I love that. So the comfort zone. Number 2 is going to be getting into the fear zone. Okay, we all start in the comfort zone. Getting into the fear zone is a lot. Is a lot for a lot of us. The place where we start to go ahead and backtrack, right? When we start getting out into public speaking, when we start putting out content, when we start doing things against the grain, your friends might not believe in you. Your family might tell you what you're doing is a scam. The closest people online might tell you you're wasting your time. Nobody around me could see what I saw at the beginning. Here I am talking about being able to travel, being able to impact other people, and nobody could see what I saw. But I understood at the same time, if nobody can see your vision, they might be out of focus. Because as you start to put yourself out there, as you start to grow, we're gonna attract the right people into our lives. And guess what happened? I started to attract people that did want to grow, people that did want to go ahead and step out and do different things. And I started to weed out the negative people out of my life. That was the difference, right? So fearful, here's what happens most of the time. We step out into the fear zone for a little bit. We step out for 2 days. We do something different for a week, and then we go right back into our old habits because here's the thing. I don't blame anybody because I understand that this is how we're designed. Society is built to have us go ahead and go back to the normal way of living. Look at the news every day. Go listen to most conversations. Go listen to people at work. Most people are talking about negativity. Most people are not vibrating at a high level. This is why when you start stepping out, it's so easy to go ahead and go back to what is that we're so used to doing. So when it came to the fear zone, there's a threshold that happens in order to go ahead and break free and break through to get to the next level, okay? The next level is going to be called the learning zone, right? The learning zone is very simple. As you start getting used to doing things that we're not used to doing, right? Sean Murphy tells us all the time. Think about it. In order to get something we've never had, we have to think a way we've never felt, to feel a way we've never actually felt, to get something that we've never experienced yet, right? This is huge. This is why even Albert Einstein, it is the same thinking of man that cannot solve the same problems by the same thinking of man. So I understood that as we start getting out, follow individuals that have the success that we're looking for. And I understood that we can go ahead and do one of two things, right? They say great artists copy, good artists copy, great artists steal. Good artists copy, great artists steal. So I started learning and stealing from those who are great at public speaking, who understood how to trade. Even right now, Chris Reef, who knows how to go ahead and build and scale an e-commerce store and business, right? So the more that we do it, it never gets easier. None of these skill sets ever get easier. The difference is we just get better. We get more confident. We get more reps in. And as we start to do that, the ratio starts to get better. So learning, family, this is where the learning happens. And we're all of us. We're gonna get more value, more experience than going out in the field today and networking with somebody new, than going out and making that video that we're afraid to make, going out and putting up that series that we've been waiting on, putting out those 5 products for these next 3 holidays coming into this e-commerce season. Now is the time to start utilizing everything that we're learning, right? I'm gonna give you guys 2 acronyms that hopefully you'll never forget. These always stuck with me, right? ACT, okay? Go ahead and get action, okay? Apply it, change, and teach, okay? Apply, change, teach. Whenever I learned something, I was always looking to apply what I learned, change the normal actions that I was taking, and then go ahead and be able to teach it, right? Because if what we're doing was working, then we'd be at a lot different level. So sometimes it just takes a little tweak to utilize what it is that we're getting and going and putting it into action. The second one is going to be LART, okay? The second acronym, learn, apply, get results, and then go out and teach it. So family, you can name down any category that you want to go ahead and level up for the month of April. Do you want to get better at speaking? Do you really want to double down on trading? Are you ready to get some more ka-chings flowing in your e-commerce store, right? Deanne's been on fire. Shane and Talina have been crushing their store. So what is the focus to go ahead and really learn coming in for this month of April, coming in for the next 90 days leading into Cancun? Because family, I want all of your trips to be paid for by the time that we even get there. I want your ka-chings to pay for it. I want your social media to pay for it. I want your withdrawals to go ahead and pay for those trips. This is the beauty of the academy that we're in. Family, I've spent so much money to learn how to trade, to learn about e-commerce, to learn about these skills. And here's the deal. I never had real educators. I never had a real system. I never had a blueprint. In fact, when I first started, all we had was Chris Terry. We had 1,200 customers. We had one product, and that was Chris Terry just going live every night. And now we have the ability to learn all of these different skill sets. And now we get into the fourth level. You ready? So we go from the comfort zone into the fear zone. We break through that threshold. Now we get into learning. Guess what happens after the learning zone? Now we're into the growth zone. Now we're starting to incline. Now we're taking flight. Now here's what happens, okay? In the growth zone, here's what you start to see. The term that we always say, oh my goodness, you won't believe what happened, right? How many of you have ever said that? Shane knows that market mastery at 2 o'clock, you know, right? How many know that term? You won't believe what happened. And here's what I want to say. I wonder the shift of what it feels like when everyday life is just like that. You'll never believe the place that I stayed in over this weekend. You'll never believe the people that I met. You'll never believe the connections that I made. You'll never believe the change that I had in my store. You'll never believe all of the abundance that's flowing in my life. But here's the deal, family. God wants that for every single one of our lives, right? None of us are built to stay on the ground. All of us are built to fly. All of us are built to go ahead and live in the sky, to live a limitless life. How do I know this? Because I know each and every one of you are unique. You have skills, you have talents, you have a voice, you have a story. There's nobody else out there just like you. We are 1 in 400 trillion to be alive. Think about that. We all beat 400 trillion little swimmers to go ahead and be standing here breathing at this moment. And that's not for a coincidence. I was just saying that in the elevator when I met my brother Dylan, a multi-millionaire at 29 years old. Nothing happens for coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. And when we become intentional with our life, and we understand that these are the 4 phases that all of us are going to go through, no matter who you are. I don't care if we're talking about basketball, sports, entrepreneurship. Anybody that's successful went through all 4 of these zones. Nobody's exempt from these, just like the laws of the universe. So if we understand them and we can utilize them to work them in our favor, I know for a fact that our success is inevitable. Family, the access that we have, the connections that we're plugged into is unreal. Let me just tell you right now, we are working with inside the top 10 network marketers, not just in the company, inside of the entire industry, okay? We have 10 different educators inside of not just our platform, but directly working with us inside of these chats, family. Whether that be social media, e-commerce, mindset, right? Trading, all of these different areas, we have direct access to all of these educators. And let me tell you, when I first got started, I had to spend years inside of the industry to go ahead and be able to get plugged in like how we are right now. So to say I'm grateful, I'm blessed, Shane knows, is an understatement. So family, I'm excited, I'm fired up. The vision, just as we were saying last night with the vision call, has never been so clear. You see this view? This is how clear my vision is. The vision is HD, it's abundant, it's bright, it's shining. I see all of your success. I see all of you standing on stage. I see the ka-chings coming into your life. I can feel the abundance. And my goal is to be able to give you all the experiences that not I've been able to have, that I've been able to see others achieve, because success is different to everybody. And whatever that is for you, I know without a shadow of a doubt, you deserve it. And teamwork makes the dream work, right? You can go fast by yourself, but we go far with the family. And that's exactly why I wanted to create the dream team, because I know I can't do everything by myself. This is the beauty of a team. This is the beauty of being able to put all of us together to create synergy. Each and every one of you are valuable. Each and every one of you are a key piece to go ahead and impact 1 billion lives. It's not something for me. This is something collectively. This is something that is bigger than all of us. And this is what they talk about in the Bible. When you can truly understand that life is much bigger than just all of us, it's built for a purpose, it's built to serve, it's built to be able to give back, that is true fulfillment. And I've made that my mission to life. I've made that my purpose, to be able to go ahead and give back and help others, because just like Jim Rohn says, you help enough others get what they want. In return, we will get everything that we desire. So family, I love you. I appreciate it. If nobody told you today, I'm beyond grateful for you. I love you, and I'm excited for what is to come in the future, family. So go out and be great. Don't be afraid. You know, it's crazy. I was actually just talking to one of my students the other day. Her stepfather actually just passed, right? So it just goes to show how fast time can really go. I had another one of them, right? Her sister, right? She's 77 years old. Her sister just passed away literally days before her 90th birthday, and they had this huge celebration coming a couple of days after. So it just it was just teaching me, you know, again after again, time is so precious. It waits on no man. We can drop $1 and we can always go ahead and get it back, but we can never drop 1 second of our time and go ahead and get it back. So family, let's go make the most of it. Drop a 2 down below if you guys are ready to go ahead and dominate the rest of 23 and make a difference, and let your last name be loud and others hear your story because they're waiting to hear it. So family, it is your favorite entrepreneur, Define Dreams. Remember, you can be, do, and have anything that you can hold in your mind. You can hold it right here in your hand. I promise you. Dream Team, go out, have an abundant day. I love you. Let's grow. It's game time. Let's get to work.